Good day. So I'm at the park. Forgot my mic that I just bought. I'm sorry if this doesn't sound very good, but I'm new at this, so please give me a little slack until I can learn how to do this correctly. Um, so this is July 22nd today, and my plan is to retire December 22nd, my birthday, when I turn 74. And Paul, my boss, is such a wonderful man and a very good friend, and we actually are family, as his son and my granddaughter had a child together, so we have a granddaughter in common. She's a great to me, a grand to him. And I told him, I was in his office asking him a question, and he said, "Are you really going to be leaving, in December, in 5 months or whatever it is?" And I, kind of smiled and just said, I'm getting old, Paul. I'm going to be 74. If I stay another year, I'll be 75. And I kind of feel like maybe I should be doing some traveling. I've noticed what I've always wanted to do is take a train in another country, fly over and maybe take a European or Italy trip. And they do have a lot of solo travel, like groups that you can get on with, and the ones that are over 55. So I thought about doing that, but I was telling him, I'm getting older. I mean, I love you guys, and we'll always be family, and I'll always take care of little Lucy. She's my little buddy, and I've always taken care of her since she was a pup. I've been with Paul for it'll be just short of 12 years if I leave December 22nd. I started in January 12th. So as of January 12th, 2027 will be 12 years. So it's time. All my friends are retired, my relatives, my cousins, and so on. They do stuff on the side, but from a regular job, going to an office, and keeping those hours, they're retired. So I just feel like it's time for me to do that, as much as I really don't want to leave them. I love everybody I work with. They're just family. We are definitely family. And I will be around off and on to see them. It's just that I won't be in the office every day. And I know they rely on me for a lot of things, because after you've been there over 10 years, you're the person, the kind of the go-to person for a lot of things. I do a lot of ordering from Walmart or Amazon or whatever. Keep the bathroom stocked up. I keep the office stocked up with whatever we need, paper and anything that they might need. Pens, pencils, ink for their machines. We have a lot of printers in the office. It's a real estate design and construction office, so there's many aspects to that. So I can see where that definitely missed me, but somebody can come in younger that can learn everything and fill in. But I am going to make the step. I'm not sure if it'll be December or maybe February. Give me a few more weeks to get my YouTube channel going and to kind of make some plans. And I want a plan of how I'm going to do it. And once I'm retired, I'll be putting out a lot more YouTube show programs, or whatever you call them, a series maybe. There's so many subjects I've been thinking about, as far as going from church and nobody going to church anymore, and AI becoming our God, and just so many things. There was I think he was a minister that I was listening to, and he was comparing things that happen in the Bible, a story in the Bible, which I will share his link with you when I post this. And I'm telling you, it really brought a light to me that what we're doing is the same thing that happened back then is happening now. And AI is not necessarily a bad thing. It's a good tool, but we're putting a phone in every child's hand, in the classrooms, in babies. I see babies with tablets being pushed in a stroller. I just feel like, maybe there's too much screen time happening. And I want you to listen to him. It's very interesting. He opened my eyes to a few thoughts that could be reality for all of us. So I think we as parents and grandparents should really think about it. And I'm a great grandparent, and my grandkids are great parents, and they do not allow a lot of screen time. But I think that the world in general is setting up. Uh-oh, sorry, got barking going on. Okay, a dog walked by. Oh dear. Here's Lucy likes to bark at everybody, and that's what she's doing. And Missy's afraid she'll go hide. She's like, Lucy's barking, I'm hiding. So funny. Lucy's 9, Missy's 4, and Lucy's not afraid of anything. And Missy's always been kind of fearful. I don't know why. She's never had an attack. It's just her personality. Part sheepdog, part poodle, or something there going on. Okay. All right, back to the subject. Anyway, I feel like we're setting up a couple of generations for trauma, failure. I know I did hear this, and I'm going to find out where, that this generation that are young now in school, elementary to high school area, have a lower IQ than their parents. So it has to have something to do with all of the AI, computer, whatever that we're allowing them to do or spend their time at. They're not actually having to learn basic information because all the computers are doing everything for them. They need to know how to do math by themselves on paper, written out, and not use a calculator or not use a computer. I mean, I really believe that. I mean, to me, that's super important that they are actually developing their brain and learning these things. And when I was a kid, and we'd have I think you remember going home with like a spelling list that you'd have to practice with your mom and dad, and maybe if you were in 4th grade or something like that. And you know what? When I accomplished getting like almost all of them right after I was practicing with mom or dad, I felt good about that. And I think it has a lot to do with self-esteem as they learn different ideas and about our world when they get a little older. I think it started 4th grade, American history. Learn our history. Learn what really happened in the past. It's very interesting, the stories. Learn the Bible stories, because that is very historical, and those things were written by prophets that were there. I mean, they're inspired by God, but they were written by prophets. So I think this is super important that our kids are learning real things, real out of a book. Or they can read on, I mean, you could read on a tablet, I guess that's fine. But I like books. I like to hold it in my hand. Maybe it's just because it's my generation, but as long as they're learning on their own and their brain has to think about things and analyze, you've got to be able to do those things, I think, to really have a productive life. Or otherwise, I don't feel like they're going to have a lot of times where they're going to feel proud of themselves or happy about what they've accomplished, because it wasn't them actually accomplishing anything. They were using these AI tools that got them there, which I'm saying, I'm not saying are bad. It's not bad to use as a tool, but I think as an adult it's okay, but not as a child. I think children should be learning to a certain extent, and then maybe integrate that tool in there to help them with the learning process to go further. But anyway, okay, well, that's all I'm going to say for today, because the girls and I are done walking, and I'm going to head back to the office. Hope everybody will like and share and join my channel, because I'm going to enjoy doing this. I love talking to you. Okay? Have a great one. I love you guys. By the way, I didn't even mention who I am. I'm Sandy. I am retiring with purpose and pause. And the pause would be my girl Missy. And you'll see pictures of her as we go forward. Okay, bye-bye.